Hi, welcome again to our Summer Thrive and Survive series, or maybe it's Survive and Thrive. Whichever way, we want to enjoy summer to its fullest, and we can do that using our essential oils. Just a little tidbit, if you are new to essential oils, or if you are just curious, you are watching with good reason, and you're going to learn a lot. If you've had your essential oils for a while, maybe you're going to learn some new ways to use them. So I hope this is of interest to you, and today's topic is all about gardening. I have 3 essential oils here with me today. I have lavender, rosemary, and peppermint. And with just those 3 oils, you're going to really do a lot for your garden. Maybe you love gardening, but you're kind of bothered by those pesky little vermin that invade the garden. Or maybe you don't like gardening so much, and one of the reasons why is because there's those pesky little bugs and vermin in the garden. So we're going to learn some helpful tips about gardening and using your essential oils today. First of all, I want to talk about repelling. If you want to repel aphids, which love to grow on some of our flowers and plants, ants, beetles, and spiders, peppermint is your best bet. Peppermint is something that those insects do not love. And so you can make a spray bottle with just water and peppermint. You can spray them lightly on your plants or around the perimeter of your garden, and you can repel all of those insects with peppermint. What about flies, fleas, and mosquitoes? Those are just another category, a couple categories of insects that we don't want to deal with in the garden for good reasons. And rosemary is the one for that. So what you're going to do is the same thing. You can make a spray with just water and a few drops of rosemary in a spray bottle and spray those areas where you're finding flies, fleas, and mosquitoes. And you're going to repel all of those with your rosemary. So how cool is that? And so simple. Sometimes we get a fungus on our plant. And the best way to do that is, oh shoot, I forgot my melaleuca. I was saying there's 3 oils, but really there's 4. Melaleuca is a really important one. If you put 20 drops of melaleuca in a 2-ounce spray bottle with the rest water, apply it directly to the fungus. Now, if the fungus is growing on your plants, and that's not a good thing, you don't want to apply that spray right during the heat of the day when it's hot and dry, because that will also burn the leaves of the plant. So you want to do it in the early morning or in the shade, or maybe just after a rain when the plant has had plenty of moisture. Repelling slugs. We can do that with cedar wood. Again, 20 drops in a 2-ounce bottle of water. And you would spray that right in a ring around whatever plants are having slug problems. So that's just, these are all really quick fixes and easy to do. And how about mice and other rodents? We have some pesky little chipmunks that like to get in our garden, and I put a stop to them with a couple drops of peppermint on a cotton ball, and wherever they're entering the garden or wherever they created a hole, you put a cotton ball there with a couple drops of peppermint on it, and I guarantee you they will not want to go back there. So those are just some really simple tips about gardening. And after you garden, if you're on your hands and knees digging in the dirt like I like to do, you might have some sore muscles. And so the best thing for that is Deep Blue Rub. It is a lifesaver and a game changer for me. So I get out the Deep Blue Rub and I put it just on the areas wherever I've worked too hard or might be a little sore from gardening, and I use muscles that, I haven't used the rest of the year. I get out the Deep Blue Rub and it really, really helps relieve those minor aches and pains and soreness. What if you got bit in the garden and you're itchy? Well, lavender and purify are the 2 that you might want to try. Lavender is very soothing to the skin. And so you might want to use the lavender, and if you still have a little itchy feelings after that, you might try Purify, which is doTERRA's purifying blend, and boy does that put a stop to the itch right away. My grandchildren know that when they get bit by a mosquito, they come right to Grandma, and Grandma gets out the Purify and the itching stops right away. One last thing, maybe you have rough, dry hands from all the gardening you do. I'm going to put a recipe below for that, and it's a real easy recipe to make. You're going to use shea butter, fractionated coconut oil, and beeswax, and then a few oils that of your choice that you want to put in. You're going to just melt that all together and put it in little jars, and it makes an amazing salve or balm for your hands and even your feet if you've been gardening barefoot and you have really rough, dry feet too. In the summer, our feet and our hands really do get abused. So those are my tips for a way to not only survive but thrive during the summer while you're gardening, and I hope you enjoyed that. We'll catch you again on Friday for another installment of Summer Thrive and Survive. Thanks.